What weird side effects am I having from the chemo? Will my fingers go numb forever and leave me incapable of playing guitar? How slow is time going right now? And why is the latest random word song the last straw for Freddie the Bastard tumour? Come this way, through the curtain of blurred colons, and find out. Welcome to my YouTooSpain
video diary number 17.
Hi, Skatz here.
I know who you are.
It's Friday, April the 12th, and this is video diary number 17. I'm nearly halfway through the first stage of treatment. Today is number 12 of 25. I've been having some strange side effects. Is that normal? I'll tell you all about them and what the doctor and the nurse said about that, and about what's going to happen after this stage of the treatment. And at the end, I'll show you the random words you gave me to write a song with, and I'll sing you the song. I think you might like this one. Oh yes, I know that Freddie won't. Not one bit. He might get a bit angry.
I do not like your songs.
Now, I told you last week that something was happening to my fingernails. What's going on? They're really quite important to my guitar playing, which is vital to my job. So it's a bit of a worry, really. There's a purple discoloration under the nails above the cuticles, which isn't the only cute part of me. Yes, I've read. How silly is that? You can't even see them at the moment on here. It's a temporary thing. Anyway, I've read of these kind of things as a chemo side effect, and it can turn the whole of the under nail. Is that what it's called? The under nail. Anyway, it can turn it sort of purple or black, and my nails can get brittle and even fall off. That's not very nice. I don't want that. And another bad thing for guitarists, you can get tingling and numbness in your fingers, which I have had. There's a little bit going on at the moment. And it's not all of the time, but these side effects can be cumulative, apparently. So they can build up and get worse.
I'll make you worse.
So anyway, that's my worry. And Chris asked the nurse about it for me on Wednesday. And she said that these are quite common side effects of the chemo drug that I'm on. But they will be temporary.
Drugs.
One of my friends from Leicester, who's passed on loads of good advice from her time of having cancer and from her support group, she advised me in advance of possible nail issues, and she suggested some products I could use to keep my nails soft. But also Liz has some creams that she's made up that do the same thing without all of the additives that you get with products. So I'm going to start using those. Another friend here in Computer said his toenails got very weird, pointing in the wrong direction and doing some ingrowing when he had exactly the same kind of tumour. So I'm keeping a close eye on my feet. I cut my nails this morning and they're okay so far. One of them is a bit drier than the others, so I'm going to keep an eye on them and put some cream on them soon.
Shut it, you ponce.
Another weird and so far temporary side effect I've had is pruned fingers. Prune fingers, down, 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 down. He's the one, the man with the wrinkly hands. There are some wrinkles in them at the moment that aren't there normally. I guess it's like the numbness. It's all to do with the chemo damaging the nerve endings. I think, I'm just guessing. The wrinkliness only really seems to happen in the late afternoon when I'm in the car heading down to Malaga for my radiotherapy, although it's happening a bit now. So I thought it might be something to do with the air conditioning. That's just a guess, but yeah, I can see it happening now as well. Maybe it's something to do with the cold, because my hands are definitely cold. That's not something completely new for me, but they're just even colder and for longer. It's just taking longer for them to warm up. My extremities, bit of a problem. And with my hands being achy all the time, it's not really much fun.
It's not supposed to be fun.
Sounds like I'm complaining a lot, doesn't it? Don't get the wrong impression. I just wanted to share what side effects you can get with this thing, and I'm just sharing the knowledge. But I'm coping, you know. I know this is temporary, and you know, I also know it's going to get worse. And that's not me being pessimistic. I'm just being a realist. That's what happens to most people when they're on chemo and or radiotherapy. So, any more side effects? Yes, dry lips. I bought some Lipsil, or whatever it's called, you know, the thing that looks like lipstick. And I'm having to apply that frequently. I've noticed a difference in the different brands as well, which is interesting. It's quite subtle, but one of them is more oily, which is better for me right now. That seems to work better. The more solid one doesn't work as well or last as long, and it's just a bit too sort of sticky. Yeah, just not as good. I never thought I'd be reviewing lip products at this time of my life. Hey ho.
You are doing my head in.
I've got some dry mouth at times as well, but I bought some products that my dentist advised me to get, which encourage more saliva, so I'm using those. They've all got horrible artificial sweetener in them, which I really don't like, but it's better to use those products than risk getting a sore mouth. I do actually have some soreness in there. It's just on and off. It's no surprise really. I was told not to touch the chemo tablets because they're toxic, and yet I have to put them on my tongue every day to swallow them. I don't like the idea of that, but there's no alternative to that at this stage.
Oh, the things I could do to your insides.
Any other side effects? Well, there's the tiredness and the foggy brain. That's an ongoing thing. I've told you about that before. It's getting a bit of itchiness as well. The foggy brain and tiredness and all that, it's starting to get worse. It certainly got worse this week, and foolishly I released an extra video this week on Monday, making it 4 this week, counting this one and tomorrow's live show. It was breaking news about the golden visa. I just had to get that one out there and tell you all about it, my lovely watchers. I think I may have to slow down a bit after the live show tomorrow and relax, and maybe not make so many next week.
Feeling tired, are we?
So I must tell you about what the doctor said when I told him about all the side effects. Chris and I were joking about it afterwards, because with every side effect the doctor's response could be summed up in 2 phrases. Number 1, oh, that's quite normal when you're on chemo. And you can add a shrug to that impression as well. He said, oh, it's quite normal, you know. Oh, you know. And number 2, suck it up, Skatz.
Suck it up.
Now, he didn't actually use those words, but that's what it amounted to. I'd been asking whether I should be taking antihistamine tablets for the hay fever symptoms that I was having. Forgot to tell you about those. But anyway, he just said, look, if you can cope with the symptoms, if you can cope with it, then it's best not to take the tablets, which just is a nice way of saying suck it up, Skatz. So that's what I'm doing with all of these weird and wonderful things that are happening. Someone said it's a very Spanish thing to do. Nothing wrong with that, so I'll go along with it.
Weird? I'll give you weird.
Now, I asked on the last video, why am I seeing a doctor one day then a nurse 2 days later? Well, it all kind of makes sense now, because I think this is what's happening. The doctor's the one who's focused on the chemo and radiotherapy and the treatment, making sure that's all good and that I don't need any adjustments, and he's organising the blood tests. He's doing kind of all of the technical stuff, whereas the nurse is reporting back to me the blood test results and doing the more sort of caring side of looking after me and guiding me through the effects. I think that kind of sums it up. That's what it looks like to me anyway.
You know nothing.
I was just thinking the other day that time seems to be moving at a very different speed during this treatment process, and it's all encompassing, the whole thing. It's taken over my world, my thoughts, these videos, my potential future, both mentally and physically. It's a life-changing thing that promises to be either the end of it all, on the dark side of the thing, or just a temporary adventure to go through. And I keep wondering, how fast do I really want time to go? It's an odd question. Do I want it to go quick so I can get healthier sooner, or on the other hand, slow in case I don't get healthy and I want to live my life to the full while I still got the time? And they say don't wish your life away, but you know, that actually seems more apt when your health and your life are in the balance. What do you think anyway? Would you prefer to live every moment and make it last as long as possible, or get through it fast? Answers on a postcard or in the comments. That would probably be better.
I prefer it to go slow for you, so I can make you suffer.
Now some good news. I asked the nurse when I could start eating more normally, and she said I can eat after the radiotherapy is finished. Yay! So that's only a few weeks really. On the downside, I might not feel like eating so much by then, but at least I'll have some more choice. I guess I'll still have to be careful with foods that irritate the bowel a lot, so maybe no vindaloos for a while, but at least the world of food will open up to me very early in May, the way it's going. Yes!
You have a ruby, son, and I'll make you burn.
And the nurse actually gave the best explanation of the food regime so far, so at least I fully understand it now. So it's kind of no fermentation things, no irritants, no fats, nothing to create wind and nothing to cause the colon and rectum to squeeze. Anyway, not long now, and I'll be able to squeeze it to my fart's content.
Shut it!
Now it's the part you've all been waiting for. It's the song. Here are the words and phrases you asked me to use, and I used every single one of them. Here we go. Jiminy Cricket, Hook's Dance, The Girl from New York City, Planned Accidents, Milo the Chihuahua. Oh, where am I going to put that one? Savannah Lamar. Oh, actually, I didn't use that one. I'll save that for the next song. Squirrel. Woof. Honestly, Gov, I weren't even there. Righty Tighty Lefty Lucy. And that's what I call the song. And the right oppresses, the left liberates.
I don't like words.
As you can see, it's not as long a list this time, which actually made it a little bit more difficult maybe, although easier in some ways, because I could use my imagination more and choose my own words. Anyway, see what you think. I'm going to put the 3 songs I've done so far in the diaries on separate videos as well, so that you can find them more easily, and I'll create a playlist out of them too. So look out for that on the channel's homepage and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Right then, here goes.
This is the story about liberation. I come to give you all a declaration. I planned an accident, I use up all me strength. I got me confidence, mighty like a nation. La 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 la, watch me hooks dance. La 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 la, watch me hooks dance. Jiminy Cricket, full of nitty gritty, just like a girl from New York City. I'm shouting off me mouth, Freddie's going south, I'm gonna take him out. Oh, what's a pity, Freddie the Bastard. I'm gonna put you down, Freddie the Bastard. I'll kick you out of town, I'll knock you down, I'll swing you around, I'll screw you up. Righty tighty lefty loosey. Woo! You're weak as Milo, Milo the Chihuahua. I'll have you down low, barking like your mama. Honestly, Gov, I swear, I wasn't even there. I'll swipe you like a bear, carrying a hammer. La 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 la, watch me hooks dance. La 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 la, watch me hooks dance. Squirrel, squirrel, I'll get you distracted. Squirrel, squirrel, I'll get you redacted. Freddie the Bastard, I'm gonna put you down. Freddie the Bastard, I'll kick you out of town, I'll knock you down, I'll swing you around, I'll screw you up. Freddie the Bastard, I'm gonna put you down. Freddie the Bastard, I'll kick you out of town, I'll knock you down, I'll swing you around, I'll screw you up. Righty tighty lefty loosey. Woo! The right oppresses and the left liberates. The right oppresses and the left liberates Freddie the Bastard. 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 Oppresses and the left liberates righty tighty lefty Lucy.
Did you enjoy that?
I said I do not like your songs.
If you want me to write another one, send some random words in the comments below and I will do it. And that's really all for this week. Next week I'll have something else to say, definitely, and possibly to sing too. Tune in next Friday to find out with another thrilling episode of Feck Off Freddie.
Shut it, you toe rag.
Keep your fingers and toes crossed, you lovely people. As always, raise your drinking receptacle with me.
Still alive.
And of course, let's do the cancer dance.